Kia ora Star Wars fans, welcome to Middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures. Just before we get on with this video, I just want to give a wee shout out to my mate Torsten over in New Caledonia. Him and his wife are over there. Things are a bit unsettled there at the moment, but we are thinking of you, buddy, and hopefully you still get to watch these videos. In this video, we're going to be having a look at the new Vintage Collection 4-pack. It's the Clone Wars, it is Ahsoka and her droids. This set looks really cool. I'm looking forward to having a look at it, so come check it out with me. Right, and here is the outer box, and I love the presentation of these boxes. It looks absolutely fantastic. You can see the bubbles there, but you can't see the cards. Special action for figures, for action figures, I guess, rather. It's got the Clone Wars logo there. On the top here, it's got a couple of images of them loose, bit of a crease in the box, but that's okay. Ahsoka chatting to the droids, coming up with a plan. Not much to see on the bottom and sides. And there on the back is a still from the show. Let's move that light a little bit. It's very glary. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I like the box. The outer box on these are really, really nice. You can see here these come really well protected. So this is a cardboard tray inside that box. There's another box on top of that, and then it comes in another box, so very well protected. But first thing I notice is that these cards are punched, which is a little bit disappointed. In a set like this, when the cards are protected like that, they're not going to be hanging on pegs in a shop anywhere, so they really should be unpunched. But anyway, let's have a look at each of the cards individually. Right, starting off with Ahsoka Tano, Siege of Mandalore, and you can see this is a repack of an Ahsoka that we've already got with a new card back. But have a look at this. On the back, she is VC 202. But wait, we already got a VC 202, so interesting that they've kept the same VC number. It's basically the same figure. You can see that her lightsabers are displayed differently in the bubble. And just having a look at the Ahsoka figure, I was trying to ascertain whether there were any differences at all, and if you bring them closer, so left is the new one, right is the older one for the first version, and you can see this newer one has quite a lot more white around the eyes of Ahsoka than that one. I don't know if that's just natural paint variation. Very, very similar colors all around. I just thought the face sculpt printing was ever so slightly different. So that makes it 5 Ahsokas in the Vintage Collection, but actually only 3 distinct figures, and 2 of them are just new cards on the same figure, and we've got another one to come, so plenty of Ahsokas in the Vintage Collection. Okay, next up we've got R7A7. This is Ahsoka's droid, and I love the colours of this actually. It looks really cool with the lime green background. Let's have a look at the image. That's a nice shot of him from the show next to some kind of console. But look at the space in the bubble. That just seems kind of ridiculous. Like, why put it in that size bubble? I would prefer if it was a smaller bubble. It just looks a bit weird. On the back there, you got that brilliant lime green. I think it looks amazing actually. So it's a really nice card back. R7A7 was VC 322, and this is VC 323, CH33P, or cheap. Now, I've seen this joke before. People have said, yes, they've gone cheap on that, but even look at that bubble. That looks crazy. Nice card back again. I like that, and I like the red background, but man, there's just way too much space in the bubble. And he's apparently supposed to, you can see it in the image, he's got a third leg in the image. You can see it down the bottom there. But he doesn't come with a third leg, so people say Hasbro's being cheap. There it is, the bright red on the background, VC323. Alright, and last figure in this set is RGG1, or GG, from the Clone Wars, and that's pretty cool. Again, a really nice card image. They've just taken straight from the show. Again, a lot of bubble there. I quite like the yellow though, because there's black and yellow droid, black and yellow card. and those stripes on his body are quite thin, so that's really well done actually. VC 324 GG. And I'll be keeping this Ahsoka figure on card, but here is the previous version of her. And I remember when this came out, absolutely stunning figure. Pairs really well with the Darth Maul as well. Awesome articulation. But yeah, fantastic figure. And nice, I guess, to get another version with a different card back as a bit of a variant. And here is the gang. As you can see there, I've decided to keep R7 A7 carded for now because I think those colors really, really pop, and I think it's awesome. We've already seen this Ahsoka before, so I'm going to go into too much detail on her. Here's Gigi, and here's a bit of a cone head, isn't he? And I do believe it's the Builder Droid mold. Certainly got that Builder Droid third leg. The wheels in there as well. I haven't tried popping his head off. I do like the paint scheme. I think it looks cool, and I think they've done a really good job of capturing those tiny, tiny thin lines, striping, his racing stripes, whatever they are. He looks pretty cool. And there is Cheap. And oh, he's got a little arm that pops out there by the looks. Here we go. He's got one of these little wavy hands like Chopper does. And he's got a different head. So that is a swivel dome as opposed to Chopper's one. I'll bring in Chopper to show you the difference. So not only does Chopper have an extra arm, he has a different head, and he's got this wonderful expressive, we've looked at this before, I think it's fantastic. The wobble head versus Cheap has a different dome on there. But essentially, Cheap is a repaint of Chopper with a different head. And there is Gigi next to an Imperial Droid, which is a different mold altogether, so definitely a new mold for Gigi, at least his head anyway. And there we go, that's the gang, that's the set. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I'm middle-aged Kiwi man collecting Star Wars figures. Please let me know in the comments below, are you picking this set up? Have you got it already? What do you think of it? But thanks again so much for watching, ka kite, and I'll see you on another video.